full-size keyboard with a metal case, pixel display, and ambient lighting that isn't a Keychron? Hey everyone, welcome back to Scoop Bar. Today we're looking at something a little unexpected. This is the Ticktype DP104. It's a full-size 104 key keyboard with a full aluminum case, a built-in pixel display, and a quick release system that makes it way easier to live with than most boards in this category. And no, this isn't just another Keychron with a new coat of paint. Quick note before we jump in though, Scoop Bar is a passion project run by me and my good friend V alongside our full-time jobs. So if you enjoyed the video, drop a like, subscribe if you haven't, and if you're interested in the DP104, affiliate links are down below. Alright, let's get into it. This thing got a bit of heft, just over 2 kilograms, all aluminum, and it feels solid the second you pick it up. It's a tri-mode keyboard, USB-C wired, Bluetooth, and 2.4 gigahertz wireless. And instead of hidden switches, you get physical switches on the back, one for connection mode and one for Windows or Mac. It's simple, clear, no guessing. Up on the top right is the pixel display, and it's got 6 modes: custom pixel art, typing effects, audio reactive animations, scrolling messages, and a system status screen that shows battery and OS mode. You also get ambient lighting above the arrow keys and dedicated volume buttons in the nav cluster. Under the hood, the DP104 uses a dual bridge beryllium copper leaf spring structure with triple layer dampening, aka it's nice to type on. It's hot swap, which means you can change switches without desoldering. Uses a polypropylene plate and comes with either right linear switches or the cloud silent tactile switches. Battery is 8,000 milliamps per hour, and you can open the board without tools. No screws, no JC cables, just press, lift, and you're in. That alone makes it way more approachable than most full-size metal keyboards. Before we continue, let's hear how this sounds compared to our sound test control board, the Neo 65 CU. Ticktype might sound new, but they come from familiar roots. They spun out of quarter keys with ties to brands like Owlab and Neo. Before this, they released the Evo 75 and the Evo 80, both well-received pre-built boards. The name DP stands for D-pad, like directional pad on old handheld consoles. That's the whole idea here, a bit of childhood nostalgia mixed with modern usability. Their design philosophy is while keeping forms simple, but adding playful interaction, and that's very clear on the DP104. This board isn't a flashy gaming gear, however, it is flashy in another way, in the way how it is interactive. Let's talk about the pixel display. You got the custom pixel mode. You can set your own pixel art or pick colors. This is the make it yours mode. Then you have the audio reactive mode. It reacts to nearby sound. Cool at home. In an office though, you will want to think about that. Some workplaces get weird about anything that looks like it's listening, even if it's just doing visual reactions. Firework typing mode. Every key press triggers a little fireworks animation. It's goofy in a good way. Real-time typing mode. It mirrors your latest input. It's fun. It's also a reminder though, don't type sensitive stuff with your keyboard trying to be a tiny billboard. Scrolling message mode. You can set up 5 messages that scroll across the screen. Great for reminders or for roasting your friends. And finally, system status mode. This one's practical in nature. It shows time, battery, OS mode, caps lock, all quick glance info. You switch modes with physical buttons next to the screen. No app required. Same sort of connectivity. Everything is hardware controlled. It's intuitive in a a way that a lot of keyboards just aren't. And there's the quick release system, ball catch locks, magnetic pogo pins, CNC machined aluminum parts. You can open the board in seconds to clean it, swap switches, or just poke around. That makes this a great board for newcomers who are just curious but don't want something that's intimidating. Visually, this board can be considered a retro themed board, full-size layout, bold legends, playful accents in the nav cluster. The pixel display and the lighting gives it a retro meets modern vibe without turning it into a toy. There are 5 colorways: Mecha Gray, Powder White, First Light, Blue Sky, Cat Paw Pink. The Mecha Gray and Powder White comes in either switch options. The others only ship with ride linear switches. Keycaps are 5-side die-sub PBT. It's got a nice texture, good color accuracy, and they help give that full and deep sound. Machining is clean, edges are tight, finish quality is strong for a pre-build. That goes a long way towards justifying the price. Typing feel is where this board surprised me. The dual bridge leaf spring system gives you a soft control press without feeling bouncy or unstable. Triple dampening kills off any metal resonance, so no ping or hollow echoes. The polypropylene plate adds a bit of give, keeping things comfortable over long sessions. The right linear switches sound deep and mellow, smooth out the box, office friendly without being boring, and the cloud silent tactile keep things even quieter while still giving you some tactile feedback. Out the box, the DP104 sounds great for its price, but if you're chasing extreme clack, this won't replace your modded build. But for a pre-built full-size board, it's ready to use and runs really well. This keyboard's for people who want something premium, full-size, and ready to go. It works great as a home office board, shared workspace board, or even as a gift for someone who likes tech but doesn't want to get into building something from scratch. It's not for firmware tinkers, so no open source firmware, no deep remapping rabbit holes. Other things to keep in mind, it's a bit heavy and it takes up a lot of space, so commuting with it can be a challenge. Also, the aesthetics vibe might not fit certain formal office settings, so keep that in mind. And a dongle storage would have been nice, but you can easily store that in the carrying case. And lastly, a calculator or calendar mode on the screen would have been awesome. The DP104 feels like Ticktype asked a simple question. What if a full-size keyboard could be fun, well-built, and easy to live with? And honestly, they pulled it off. Love you all, and I'll see you in the next build.